Hi everyone, Trish here. I hope that you're doing well today. Today I'm coming to you with my weekend review. We're going to talk about some things that I tried out, some things that I used, some things that I liked, some things that I need a little more time trying, and yeah, we're just going to talk about it. So if you're interested in my week, then please keep watching. So for foundations this week, I did want to try my Bare Minerals Bare Pro Foundation. This is a really nice foundation. It is like a thicker, to me, the formulation of this foundation is very much like a thicker Revlon Color Stay, but with the coverage and the staying powder of the Estee Lauder Double Wear. That's what this is. That's the closest I could compare this to, but it really stays, and it stays full coverage. You do have to be careful not to get too much on. If you get too much on, there's going to be places of issue if you have any. If you don't, then you're lucky. But if you have places of issue, then it's going to make those a little more obvious. Meaning if you have a lot of wrinkles and fine lines around your mouth, your eyes, this is going to promote those, which we don't want. If you get a little too much. Now, if you go in with a gentle hand, then it's going to be a much better, much smoother application. Myself, I used a beauty sponge in application. I have not tried it with anything else because I started using another foundation also. So I was watching on my Snapchat. I forget which influencer was talking about, so Smashbox was going to make a donation to the victims of Harvey, and they are doing it in an influencer's name. They get to choose charity or the organization of their choice, and I think that is amazing. I am so happy that a brand went out and said, yes, we are going to help in this some way. So Studio Skin foundation, this is one of my favorite ride or die foundations. This is just amazing. It stays on. It's a really good medium plus coverage. You can build it. You can build it up to a full coverage. I use a sponge. This is so pretty on. It's really skin-like, and it just looks good. It looks fresh all day. It wears very comfortably. It's very flattering all through the day. I did not wear this for the 15-16 hours that it says it will wear, but I do believe it because I've put into this foundation a good 14-hour day, and it still looked awesome. So Smashbox Studio Skin for the win. I do want to mention this. This is the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot Mascara in Waterproof. I had said, I believe it was last week, that I did like this mascara, but I did not like it as much as the Lash Paradise. And that is true. I did use this again. I've used it all week. I used it again today. And it really does give me pretty lashes. With enough building, you can see my lashes are nicely defined. I have to build so much to get the lash look that I want, meaning you can see that I have eyelashes from, several feet away instead of you don't have to be up in my face to see that I have eyelashes. With the Lash Paradise, you have a fuller lash, a really beautiful lash, but it doesn't have that cakey, tarantula-looking build. This can get that way really quick. This is real close to having that. That's one of the big reasons that I prefer the Lash Paradise over this one, is because with the Lash Paradise, you can build nicely and still have a nice looking lash. This one just gets a little too clumpy for my taste, and you do have to build it a little more. But it is still a nice mascara, and some people like that look. I myself do not. It's just a personal preference of what you really like. I've still been playing around with my Subculture palette. I've really enjoyed this palette. I'm not going to say like I wish there was this and I wish there was that. I think it would be amazing if every single eyeshadow palette would come with a staple bone colored matte eyeshadow that we could use, but they don't, and I doubt that anybody's going to start putting them in as a staple. But still, I've really enjoyed it. I love the colors. I like the way it blends in. I like the way I can build it. I think I've used almost all the colors. Today I used this guy right here as a transition color, and I went in with this guy. And this is from Mastro. They sent me this They had asked Glitzy Fritzy if she knew anybody that needed just a little pick-me-up, and it was right around the time that I put up the video about us losing Lover Boy, and Mary thought of me. Thank you so much, Mary. Mary's heart is like 200 times bigger than she is. She just has the biggest heart and is as sweet as she can be. This is such a pretty color. It is the color you see right here in my crease, and here it is on my finger. And then we have a little swatch. But it is so, so pretty. I really do like it. I'm going to look and see what other colors he has in matte. It was really easy to work with. It blended very nicely. Absolutely gorgeous. So thank you, Mary, and thank you, Michael. I appreciate you thinking of me. So thank you again. And I will be definitely looking on your website. Now, when I wasn't playing around with my Subculture palette, I'm going to be totally straight up and honest with you. This is what I used. I just brought my foundation up all over my face. I usually don't put my foundation in my eye area. I put it all over my face, and then I put powder. I put like a translucent powder, and then I went in with my Luminous Bronze and Light, and I would bronze up my face, and I would take a little bit in the crease, and that was it. That was a done day. So that's what I did a few times this week. I've gotten a can of Batiste. I forget what it's called. Hint of Color or Touch of Color. I think it's Hint of Color, and it was the one for brunettes. And I didn't care for it. I gave it to her. She loved it, and she wanted to get another one, and she was, I believe, at Target. So she grabbed a Hint of Color, didn't pay attention. She got the Divine Dark. It was like almost black. She just sprayed it and it was like almost black, and she was like, what? So I got her the correct brunette one, and I saw these. These are NYX Love Out Loud liquid lipsticks. These are a cream lipstick, not necessarily a matte lipstick. It's what I've been wearing for 3 days. This is day number 3. I've had this on for a good while now. As you can see, it is not a creamy consistency. It does dry down to like a semi-matte, I would think. If you try their lip lingeries, they are, compared to those, creamy. They're not quite as drying, but there is a drying down period. It is not... It is not transfer proof. It doesn't have that dried down look. This is not good, but it feels a little tighter than it looks dry. Yeah. I also have been really liking this from Maybelline. This is in their matte collection. This is $5.40, and I will take it. You take it and add it to something that you already have on, and it wears beautifully. So I have really been enjoying, and this is $5.40 Peach Buff. I could show you. This is something else that I tried this week, and I have used it a couple times now, and I really do like it. It is from Kenra, their Hot Spray Firm Hold Heat Protection Spray. I sprayed this on right before I go in with my flat iron today and the other day. I think it was in the video that I put up yesterday. And it just smooths things. It gives it a really pretty shine, but it moves. You know what I mean? Because a lot of heat protectants that have a little bit of hold will keep it like it glues those together, and then you have like just a certain movement. With this one, it has free movement. There's no issue with me taking my hands through my hair, and I really do like this, and it works very nicely. I love this on my lower lash line, and it's very inexpensive. It is bronzed, number 533 from Koki, whatever. This is carried at Walmart now, and it is such a beautiful, I mean, it is just so pretty, and it stays on. It stays on. I have it right in here into my lower lash line, and then I went in with a little bit of this guy, and I just loved it. I mean, no matter what I put with this, it just extends the wear of that powder. This blends so nicely, but it stays put. I love this. The color is just gorgeous. I knew there was something I was forgetting to talk with you about. The Sephora Mixology palette. I know this has been out for a while, but I just recently got my hands on it. And I've got to tell you, these colors are very pretty. They are very pigmented. They do blend nicely. I have been really impressed with this palette so far. And you can tell I have been playing with several of the colors. So some of these colors are just like this one and that one. Oh. You know, a nice sturdy case. It has a nice big mirror. So really have been enjoying that. Okay, I think that's it for my week in review. Thank you so much for stopping in to visit for a while and go over my week in review. Let me know down below what you used this week that you really did enjoy, or something that maybe didn't work for you. So thank you all again so much for watching. Have a beautiful day, a great start to your week, and I will see you in the next video.